Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you having a wonderful day and it continues to be that way. I am your host, the average Joe, who was blessed with a little bit of the spark of divine Furiwana. Now, before we get into this video, likes and comments are always appreciated, and if you like what you see here, maybe think about dropping me a subscribe, and I might have to hit you up with a nice little flirtatious comment for your efforts. So, it's no secret that for the majority of Call of Duty's life, the zombie mode hasn't received the same type of love that multiplayer and battle royale modes have received. And what I mean is, we just get zombies. We don't get any variations of game modes. We don't get, special in-game little challenges and whatnot. It's just us going and finding an Easter egg and completing it. And I think in like Black Ops 2, there was grief mode. But I've compiled a list and I want to go over some of the things that I would like to see implemented in a Call of Duty Zombies game in the future. And let me rephrase that. Things I want to see in a Treyarch Call of Duty Zombies game. Now, without further ado, let's get into the list. So, the first thing on the list is really a change more than anything, and that's to be able to choose what equipment I get to slot in my 2 slots. Because sometimes all I want to run is a stim shot and some stun grenades, or some stim shots and some decoys. Something that's really going to help me with the way that I play. And I can't because for some reason the army in Call of Duty tells the soldiers or the operators that they can only keep one support and one offensive tool. It's just crazy. I think that's something that wall should be broken down. It would really help spice things up in the game with more customization. But the next thing on the list would be to actually be able to equip attributes to certain melee or special or launcher weapons, because they don't really get too much love in the game. And it's just weird that a flashlight attachment can get me salvage, but there's nothing like that for me to put on my knife or my sword or my launcher or my China leg. Like, you just pretty much gotta bite the bullet with those weapons and wait for the high rounds to kick in and salvage to start becoming plenty, because for some reason those weapons, me being able to gut a zombie open, wouldn't have salvage pouring out of their guts or their belly, but that flashlight over there on that gallows would. It's just crazy. The next thing on the list would be a training mode where you can see like different certain things that go on per round, like how much health would zombies have at round, say 5, or how many zombies would spawn in at round 7 if it was only 2 players versus if there was 1 player, or have it to where you train, in a certain room, but zombies only spawn in certain places, or have zombies act, either walkers, sporadic, aggressive, just different things like that. Because playing zombies is something like playing in the arcade. You only can get good by playing that game right there in the moment. There's nowhere else where you can actually go and train to learn about how to train zombies or try to get the groove and stuff, or be able to get swarmed by zombies and just restart it from where, that round, or reset it to where you can try and do it again. There's just a lot of different things that training mode would help when it came to zombie players. But, I just thought about it right here on the spot. Being able to actually say, go up against an elite boss and only an elite boss so you can get the feel of fighting them and learn, different methods on how to fight them. Just stuff like that would help out a lot. But that just goes to show the grit of the zombies community, because most of this stuff has to be learned like right on the spot. Unless you're PC and you got all that fancy stuff. But I digress. On to the next question. The next question, huh? The next number. Blah, 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 blah. Now, the next thing I have on my list would be a forge mode for zombies. Now, tell me it wouldn't be dope to be able to create your own custom zombies maps with the same level of editing, fidelity, and detail that you would get in a Halo Reach or Halo 4 or 5 game, but being able to go to certain little items or things and create your own little Easter egg steps that you can have players then go around and do. That sounds dope. And like if Treyarch, to an extent, I could see where it would, put Treyarch out of the business. But at the same time, we wouldn't be able to make cutscenes or have the story that they create. It would just be us making levels to entertain ourselves and each other. The next item on the list today would be a wager round. And when I mean this would be a specific round where players can bet points, their weapon rarities, equipment, perks, certain things. They can bet on them in a particular round, and either they get paid out double what they put into the wager round, which at that point, when I'm thinking about it, there'd be certain brackets to where you would have to pay so many points, and if you win, then you can receive, say if there's tier 1 items, you pay 1,500, and if you get it, you might get a green 20, you might get a blue item, or and so on. But if you win, you get paid back out double, or you get your reward, or if you lose, you get penalized. It would just add more incentive for players to, think about what they want or what they need, or what do they want to risk it for the biscuit. It just opens up the options for riskier players to be able to be rewarded, because at a certain point, everything kind of slows down on the map while you're building up points. This would give those people more of a reason besides the trials, because with the trials, you can go and do the objective and you can get a reward. But this way, you can go and do an objective, and the reward you get is dependent on what you put in and, your performance, pretty much. But I'm going to get off of this because I could ramble on about this one idea forever. But the next thing on the list is a zombies gun game. And what I mean is you have to get a certain number of kills with, killing zombies. But in this mode, zombies are certain different types. And you will have to go and buy ammo mods or use certain perks and whatnot to get kills that would count in the gun game. Because anybody can just go out and just try to hog all the kills, but doing it in a specific location with specific requirements, that would change it up a lot for zombies. The next one on the list, having the scary place from Firebase Z become its own standalone map. Like the Coffin Hunt minigame, the players are trapped in this one small map, dark place, and you must shoot the glowing orbs for a temporary bright area. You do that, or you could have a flashlight, but no matter which flashlight attachment you use, it only gives you enough coverage for like right in your face, and maybe enough to see glowing lights from zombies or, coming at you. But that would be dope because it would force players to think about the attachments they're either putting on their guns for, more of like offensive or defensive. Like what I mean is you put on the flashlight so you can see and be able to fight the zombies better, because in the dark they're throwing stuff, and the ones that you do shoot, you know, the last item on the list for today would be having the scary place from Firebase Z become its own standalone map, and or its own game mode, period. Like what I mean is the players are thrown on the map, pitch dark. You get light from the zombie's eyes, the mimic's mouth, the elites glowing, whatever. And you have to use the glowing pink orbs pretty much as your source of light by shooting them and them giving you a temporary area on it where you can go inside and see everything just inside the bubble. Like if you're in it, you look out and it's almost as if it's sunny day outside, but it only works inside that bubble. Okay? There's that. Or, you have to bring your own flashlight attachment for your gun, but it only works for so many feet in front of you. This would force players to really pay attention to their environments, how they're maneuvering, certain little things like that. But you have to also worry about your ammo consumption, because the way it would be, you only get so many rounds of ammo per round, and you only get to see the mystery box. I mean, not the mystery box. You either get to pack a punch your gun or upgrade its rarity every 6 to 10 rounds. That would really force players to think about which one they're going to pick, because you only get to choose one. And you maybe can get some equipment. You can get a little bit of the essentials, but that's it. But that's pretty much all the ideas I had right now, at least, for different things that I think, would help spice up zombies. And I know some of them might not ever happen, but some of them, small little things like that, hey, a Fuhrer can dream. But thank you all for coming through and listening to me ramble. Like, comment, I like it. And if you like what you saw, drop me a sub. But I am Fuhrer, and I am out. Peace.